Alrighty. It's been a good little while since I've done anything of any sort, but I thought I'd come back with something new, and hopefully this doesn't turn into a series, because as everyone knows my track record with those. But playing a little bit of Victoria 3, a game I'm still trying to get a handle on. I've played a game of Australia until 1887. I probably will pick that up later. But it would be nice to get some achievements. I mean, the Victorian century seems like the easiest option, but we might have some other ones. It is kind of annoying that there isn't any of them that allow me to form nations, as I did completely form Australia and didn't get uh, anything for it. I did get the women's suffrage, deeds not words, but but I do want to try playing something else. Uh, Probably since I'm early on in the game, I will stick with a nation that is a part of a big market. Let's just start the game. Let's not really have an idea going, and then we'll see what we can come up with. Probably not gonna play as a major, but it would be smart to play a country in one of the markets. Um, I have played Australia, really fun game. I don't know if anyone who watches my videos even plays this game, but Australia is a fun country to play. I might play as Canada to kind of stay in that massive British market. I could play as the United States, but that might be a bit more difficult. The reason why it's better to stay in a big market is mostly because a big market will have a lot of the basic goods, like wood, iron, the basic things that you would normally need to go and set up, supply lines for. But probably stay within the British. I mean, it'd probably be fun to play as, Central America, but I don't think I'm far enough. I don't think I'm good enough at this game to do that yet. We could play as Cuba and see what we can make of that, or Haiti, but I mean, we could always just play a smaller, more independent nation and focus on, and then take the first attempt we can to join the British market or something. We could play as Norway, which would be really fun. Maybe Sweden. Mm, this area is not really that good. We could play as Ottoman Empire. Let's see, what market is the Greeks? I don't think this will tell us what market everything is until we start the game, which is kind of annoying. Um, it would be interesting to play as the United States. I think that'd be kind of fun. You know, yeah, you know what? We're gonna play as the U.S. It's probably going to go just as amazing as anyone might think. Starting out as Andrew Jackson, and we'll see if we can get some of those U.S. Maybe we can make it West. But I guess we'll see what we can do in 100 in-game years. See what we can get up to. But let's see. So the U.S. starts at a pretty decent place in 1836. Quite a high economy. We're getting 200 from a diplomatic pact. Oh, that's the Indian territories over here. Yeah, so we need to get to the Pacific. I would like to see if there's a way I can not have to fight the Civil War over that, and I might not even allow Texas in until much later. The colonization of the tribes is happening. We do want to support Texas. We probably should. Yeah, if we bankroll them, it's gonna give us. For bankrolling the country. So yeah, we can bankroll Texas. See, we have not a massive military, but we can work on that. Maybe militarize out here in in kind of the Rust Belt and all of that. It probably would not be smart to really fund any of these states with anything military wise down here, because we probably don't want to give more power to the Dixie, which, as you can see, they go a long way. This Dixie group, we don't want them getting power. We're probably going to get the opportunity to. Let's see, the Bessemer process. So yes, we have a lot of good technologies to start with. Probably would be smart to do something that some people would look at as an alternate history, aka public health care uh, for Americans. Which, if we can get that, that'd be really good, because that would allow us to do a lot of things. Would allow us to keep people happier. We need to up the we need to get to work on the lower strata. Of course, eventually we're going to need to aid the rich people. But I mean, in all honesty, we're just kind of the problem is like the lower strata can only go down, because once they get to a certain point, they'll not be part of the lower strata. So it's just going to expand the middle class, and then possibly expand the let's see, what does the US have any shortcomings aside from slavery right now? We have the Missouri Compromise, which pretty decent. Currently we have no radicals, and we want to keep that as low as possible. Let's see, so what's the most impoverished state in the Union? Let's see, standard of living. Let's see, 11.3. Impoverished. The US is very big, so it's very hard because there's so many states. The sad thing is this game doesn't have anything where you can kind of we can kind of be like, this game doesn't have anything that allows us to basically say, oh, what's the lowest, what's the state with the lowest standard of living. Let's see. If we got identification, that'd be more money from taxes, but more taxes is more money in your pocket, but also we probably should work on getting some schooling, because that'd probably be good. Because if we can get more people with an education, then we can, and hopefully as well, we can give women the right to vote a lot sooner. But that's gonna take a good bit of work. We got some policies to fix. Let's see. Do we have what's capable to pass public schooling. Oh, we have public schooling already, which is really good start, really good start, which means that there's more education access, but now that means we have to kind of pivot to trying to get compulsory primary school, because if we can teach the kids can rise above their parents' standing in in society. So let's see, what is the American market? The American markets. Okay, we want to see the the staple goods. So we have a shortage of grain and a shortage of wood. So we probably should focus a little bit on farming, but actually we probably should focus on lumber, as there's a major shortage in the lumber market. In the we could import it, which might be a good thing to do in the meantime. But in the long run, we need to actually start building some of this shit. So the most expensive thing is lumber, and if we can lower the price of lumber, that will in turn lower the price of furniture, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, the people spend 3.8% over the average. So let's see, they're spending 21% on furniture, 72%. Yeah, this is mostly the rich people buying luxury clothes, but this will give us a good idea. Okay, so furniture. Okay, so lumber is actually the most expensive thing for the lower strata. It would be nice to get coffee down, but I'm pretty sure coffee is counted as a luxury good. Yeah, coffee's a luxury drink, which I kind of disagree, but see, so coal, yeah. So first we need to deal with the grain shortage, because we don't need people paying extra money. So let's deal with the lumber, and then we need to start doing something about the groceries. Which, let me see, do we have a factory that's making groceries? Now look, we have our own monument, the White House. So let's see, the food industries. So right now they're using sweeteners, but to get baking powders we need to invent baking powder. Hot stills, so that'll, so yeah, if we needed liquor, so that's taking groceries and turning them into liquor, which we probably should focus on groceries, because right now there's a grocery shortage. Let's see, let's see, let's do this one in Vermont, because I don't think we need to worry. Let's change this over to prioritizing groceries, and let's see how the market is now. So now there's just a negative 61, which means we can change over another factory building to prioritize. So let's see. So I just want to change. It is good having alcohol. Let's see. It's annoying that most of the food industries are done in the South. I guess we could change it for Tennessee. So we need more groceries. Okay, now we have a plus 5%, which means that we need to deal with the grain shortage. We have a positive balance of grain, actually. Let's see, alcohol. Right now, we have a positive balance of alcohol, of liquor. So let's actually switch over a few more of these, buildings over to focusing on grocery production. Prioritize grocery production. Let's see. Okay, now we have a positive balance, which means now we can focus. We actually also have a positive balance of groceries. The only thing we have a shortage of is wood, furniture, and paper, which paper is mostly for, okay, so it's the universities and trade routes that are buying, as well as the people. Alright, so let's see. The US starts out at a very good position. Let me see what sort of technology we can. Let's see, modern sewage infrastructure per 100,000 people. We should invest in modern sewage, because once we do, that will mean that a lot of states will get an uptick in basically free. How much do we have in our investment pool? Temporary National Reserve. We have 15K. We at some point will get like a fund, yeah, our investment pool, which we're adding 10,000 to. Oh, the mother love. Texas is still in its war right now with good old David Burnett. I don't even know who that is, and I'm Texan. So right now the private companies are building a textile mill in, what is that, New Hampshire, the slavery debate. So yeah, so let's see, what are we, and once we get the market all stabilized, we can focus on dealing with slavery, which, is something we want. Let's see. There's 67 more closed, so now the price in the market has gone down 4%. So we need wood. Let's see. Buildings, rural. Let's see, logging camps. Alright. So we have a logging camp in New York and Indiana. So right now they're producing. That one's producing hardwood, and we want that to produce softwood, which will be more wood is making it. If we do trains. Let's see. So I think this is just. We have sawmills, which are making more, so we can't do anything until we get electric. Till we can generate electricity, so we need to build. So let's, expand. Okay, let's upgrade these in Indiana. Okay, the US is now having a fucking debt problem. Why are we... Okay, let's see. 90k, 82k. National revenue. I don't know why we have a negative. Because we're spending more money on construction goods to build some of these places. So actually I probably should import to imbalance the import lumber, which right now is what's putting us in very bad, dire straits. So wood, iron, tools, and fabric are all... Let's go to the budget. Raise the taxes. Okay, and we should pass a consumption tax. Let's see, tobacco, luxury clothes, clothing. I really need to tax things that aren't really a requirement. Let's see, tobacco. So what's the value of tobacco in the market? So which one has the highest balance? Services has the most. So let's pass a consumption tax on services, which will put our finances quite good. Okay, so 4,000 radicals, let me guess, enslave, from being enslaved, yeah. So 3,000 are radical slaves, which we really need to deal with slavery as quickly as possible, but right now something tells me that Andrew Jackson's not going to be much of a help. What party is he a part of? He's a part of a contested government with the Democratic Party, which during this time period, the Democrat Party was not the good guys. They were the pro slavery faction. So let's see if I can reform the government to get a better outcome. The military really shouldn't have a place in politics, but I guess, that does change. It's still gonna make it a contested government, which means it's gonna make some things harder to do. Enemy ideology penalty. Governance principles, theocracy, monarchy. Governance principles. Presidential republic. Yeah, I don't know. I literally don't know how the possibility of monarchy could even be a thing. So apparently the people in power right now are not fans of that. We can't ban slavery yet. So we can either do that through fighting the Civil War, or we have to get some interest groups to help us get rid of slavery. We have the right of assembly. We have a lot of work to do with the United States. I mean, we could choose to go down the good path of creating, the United States of many Americans' dreams. A great place to live for all involved. And that'd be nice. but it takes a lot of law changes. The U.S. needs to have a professional army. Yeah, so army model. So yeah, right now we have a really good GDP. But yeah, we need to make sure that people can live a comfortable life in the United States. I need to do some stuff with literacy programs, institutions, education. So yeah, we have so much I can raise this up to education reinvestment level. Yeah. We want to get our education policies as high as possible. So yeah, we're currently doing a lot of colonizing. We probably should bankroll we can start bankrolling. So right now Texas is we can do a bunch of stuff, but we can also bankroll them, which so yeah, now we're bankrolling them. So yeah, we're gonna get a good relationship with Texas. That's I mean has defied the ruling of the Supreme Court and ordered the removal of the Cherokee people to the Indian Territory. What does the Supreme Court's opinion matter? All we need to do is build a fire under them, and when it gets hot enough, they'll move. And what's ours will be ours. Indian. So yeah, this starts the whole thing of the Indian removal stuff, which I don't know if the U.S. has any things where you could basically say like, no, 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 stop that. Munitions industry, Texas statehood. So we need. So yeah, once we have a relation with Texas, it's 20. We'll be able. So yeah, we're gonna make a. So yeah, Texas. I'm amazed. Let's see what the British are proposing a trade agreement. Probably would be good to sign a trade agreement with the British. Which I don't know if that makes it to where I'm in their market. Let's see, markets. No, I'm still in the American market. I'm guessing it's just it makes importing things from the British market cheaper. What in the world is going on in the UK? Oh, I thought they were having like a civil war or something. When Texas has captured Santa Ana, which will mean that history will go the way it did in real life with that. Yeah, and we just took a bunch of land off the Native Americans. Protest petition. Chief John Ross of the Principal Cherokee Chiefs has sent a petition to Congress asking them to void the treaty, which will compel the Cherokee Nation to relocate to the Indian Territories. It's almost... This petition has almost as many signatures as the entire Eastern Cherokee population. By the stipulations of the treaty, we are stripped of every attribute of freedom. Our property may be plundered before our eyes. Violence may be committed on our persons, even our lives. Lives may be taken away. There is none to regard our complaints. We are denationalized. We are disenfranchised. We are deprived of membership in the human family. Our conscience compels us to void the removal treaty, so this will piss off the southern planters, except the petition of John Ross, so... I really don't want to go exactly down the path. This might lose us the election, which this may put a Dixie, this may put a Southerner in the White House, which normally I wouldn't have a problem with that, but so yeah, let's see. So now we have an obligation. Texas owes us. Let's see. So now I could get them to do things for me. Make them a puppet. Oh City of Plenty. The most prominent members of New York high society have been seen organizing luxurious parties in the new and lavish urban buildings. Marble walls, shimmering stone, the noise of people coming and going brings the city back to life. But we didn't even know it was dead. Tall buildings cover the sunset, kids play with bricks, smoke blends with the clouds, a distant bell announces the next train. Progress is coming. For the upper strata expects. Let's see, what is the current minimum? Oh yeah, no, like we could do that. Party will never end. So now they'll expect more than that. So yeah, now they expect 20, but we've got them at 30 right now, so... Let's see if Texas will... I'm on Texas. Back down. Ballsy. let's get some troops at the Dixie headquarters. War. Oh, I don't think I have, what's it called? Okay, that's a admiral, which I guess I will mobilize you, advance along this front. The Democrat Party won the election again. We shouldn't have any problems with Texas. Canning of Henry Clay. Abolitionist has been beaten with a cane by John Calhoun. A slave owner. Clay's injuries compel him to come less and retire from public office. The Calhoun will assaulted a citizen. He must be removed from office. So yeah, now we've removed Calhoun. Could send Zachary Taylor up in the Midwest. I mean, that might be good, but I mean, right now we don't really need to spend too much money going to war with Texas. I mean, I kind of was hoping it wasn't going to go this way, but I've never played as the U.S. before. So, I guess a war with Texas is what's going to happen. Yeah, I do kind of want to keep Texas as a puppet and less of a state, which... Yeah, we've completed the war in Texas. Okay, now we can... propose a peace deal. That should be it. Should be everything we need. Terms of peace. Let's see. Propose a peace deal. Yep, Texas has now an acquiescent part of America now. I thought they were a puppet. Right. They're supposed to be a puppet now. Yeah, something... I guess I need to go and reload the game. Go back 5 days. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. So this time we're not going to, so yeah, now we... Okay. Texas is now a puppet of the United States. Yep, they are now a puppet of the United States. They owe us an obligation, which... Let me see if I can use that. We could invade Mexico, but yeah, I don't want to be a war hawk. Let's see, we have 142 people. 50,000 due to... Okay, so now we don't have Texas statehood, which I don't know if that's something we can do. Negotiate the Alaska Purchase. It's all of Washington, so negotiate the Alaska Purchase, hold the Grand Exhibition, manifest destiny, nationalism, and has an interest in the Pacific Coast. Nationalism. So after we finish sewage, we'll do nationalism. Right now, we're just abolitionist martyrdom. An ardent abolitionist writer died in a firefight against a pro-slavery mob, which had gathered in front of his house. The story has gone national and radicalized previously apathetic individuals high and low. His friends sighed. The funeral had been small, lest the mob appear again in force. The gravestone itself was simple, not calling attention to itself. The only embellishment that had been allowed was a simple inscription: "Here lies a brave man, now spare his grave." Ghastly, the violence of slavers must be resisted. Abolitionist must be stopped. Don't change ideology to the slavers. Ghastly. Slavers must be resisted. Days of darkness. An eruption of unprecedented records has utterly destroyed the lives of many of Dutch East Indies. In the state of West Java, the explosion of the Krakatoa could be heard from hundreds of miles away, and the ill fate surrounding the island was immediately devastated, and the day was made night. Those enormous waterfalls of fire cascading down the mountainside, a black cloud, gargantuan. All the birds had long abandoned this field. Years from now I will sit by the fireplace, and the light will disturb me no more. Nature is a creature. What does this do? Let's see, the Krakatone. World's climate, okay. Yeah, now we need... Let me go over here to the United States. Let's declare... Okay, so... I want to declare interest in the Pacific. In the Pacific coast. 9 out of 9 declared, cannot declare any more interests. God, make man. Do I... La Plata. Or an interest which... So now I can declare interest in the Pacific. So now I have a declared interest in the Pacific. I do need to get some colonizing started for, yeah, let me establish a colony in colonize Oklahoma. Can't reach this state. So yeah, we're gonna start by also colonizing Oklahoma. Yeah, I don't much care for La Plata. The Native Americans are probably going to fight back. But I mean, if I could set up something in this region, like maybe in North and South Dakota, yeah, because I mean, in real life, North and South Dakota, they're not really. I mean, really, what are they known for? Providing, I mean, I feel like North and South Dakota would probably be a much better spot. And this, they may mostly already inhabit a good portion of South Dakota, as is. I mean, hell, we could give them Florida. I mean, really, what are we using it for? I mean, it's mostly for crack addicts and fucking stupid people. So I mean, we could just give the lovely state of Florida. We could give the state of Florida to to the Indians and just say, ah, there you go. Welcome to Florida. I mean, then again, the fucking the what you call the the Dixiecrats would probably be pissed about that. Let's see. So I need to build some things. What does the market? I would like to join the British market, the Yankee and Dixie. We have the Afro America. Interesting. So yeah, we have a Franco-Canadian region. Oh, okay. So it's New Hampshire is Franco-Canadian, which I find is very interesting. But I mean, I guess not super surprising. Okay, let's see. So what do the people need? Okay, they're paying 10% compare. Okay, what are they paying? 13% of their income is going towards taxes, which I could lower taxes. One thing is, I really wish this menu would just tell me what most of the lower strata are paying on. Okay, so this might be so it's looking like it's clothing, furniture. The lower strata, 32%, 21%, 2%. There's a good. So the lower strata, the reason why I'm focusing on that is the lower strata is usually the one that's larger. So having them in a good mood about you is the best thing to do. Okay, so it looks like they're spending most of their money on grain and furniture, which, let's see, the market right now, grain is negative 15%. I probably should build some more farms down in the south. I probably should build more farms down, so yeah, we'll see. So we need. Right now, it's best to keep everything. Right now, we need to build more factories for food. Because food is a problem right now. Grain, we have an excess of. Let's see. So fabric. I do need to get fabric. Let's see. So let's build some stuff. This textile mill, I'm guessing they're not making much money because. Let's see, yeah, these textile mills are not making a whole heaping lot of money. Let's see, why are they not making money? Clothing. Okay, it's because clothing is really cheap right now, which we can have them switch over to making the luxurious clothing. now switching it to making luxury clothes, which would be basically for the middle class and the high class. So that fixes that. So we're gonna switch all of these over to craftsman sewing, which okay, now I need to build some resources. When you build industry, you preferably want to build it in places where there's a high unemployed population, or like a high peasant population. So usually like New York and stuff would be the best because they have a high peasant population. But the South is also because they don't have as much of a population, but yeah. So we'll probably build a. Let's see. We need something that'll make cloth. Wait, wouldn't that be that might be a cotton field. Cotton makes fabric. So yeah, we might stick to the like farm labor down here in the South. So we do want to get a. So let's see. Let me fix my music real quick. Okay. Alright, so, yep. Let's see. So, we need more farms. Let's see. We have 39,000 peasants there, 70,000 peasants there, 22, 65. It's looking like the highest is in Tennessee, which, it makes sense that there'd be a lot of low-level labor. And so yeah, let's expand. We probably have a cotton field. I don't know. Oh wait, we don't have one in the District of Columbia. So yeah, we'll expand the. So let's see. Right now, Tennessee. Let's see. Automated irrigation. That'd be really good if we could get that, because that would produce far more fucking fabric. The more fabric we can get, and the thing is if we go to automated irrigation, at first it says we're gonna lose money, but people will get if we have open jobs. This game is not always about keeping your finances in the green. Sometimes you're gonna run a red. You just need to make sure it doesn't get to the point where you yeah, so right now we need to build multiple cotton fields. Thankfully we start out, unlike with like Australia, because America is a big nation, we're already starting off with private construction. So now we have private companies doing some of the construction for us, which is really good, really good, really good. If we can grow some more cotton, let's see how much cloth. How much of a cloth shortage are we having? 300, which means we need a good few. we need a good few things of we need a good bit of fabric. We probably should attack the highest amount, like the one that has the highest price. So that would be paper, which problem is paper doesn't really affect things much. So let's see, can we change any of our silk? Okay, silk has fallen, which is a bit of a problem, but it's fine. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's. What are we trying? Oh yeah, furniture. We want to see if there's a build, if we have any furniture factories. Because if we do, that'd be really good. But, you know, even though we are the United States, that doesn't mean that we're going to have every factory known to man. Okay, so right now they're focusing on making luxury furniture, which right now, let's see, the market, luxury goods. There is a shortage, but the thing is because the lower strata is so large, we need to focus on keeping them happy. We might be able, let's see, precision tooling, which this is gonna lower the amount of money this furniture factory is making, but sometimes making the money is not what we need. Sometimes we need, let's see, mechanize. Has invented mechanized workshops. Yeah, it's because people are buying more. Sometimes it's very hard to do stuff like that. A volcanic eruption in Kentucky. Send them some food. This is experience major crop failure. Yeah, so we're gonna send them food so that we can make sure that they don't, you know, rise up against us. This is gonna cause probably gonna cause our grain supply to fall. Okay, so I need let's do some tariffs that protect the domestic supply and start a new import route. They're all heavily inefficient, which I don't want to mess with inefficient things. You know, probably should order some clothing is not really a problem. Chairs would probably be good. Furniture. Import trade route. Okay, so we're stop with the French. Open a new import route. We want the most productive, which would be from the British market, which will hopefully help things in the market. That number is falling, which is good. Texan talent. Opportunity to call in the obligation Texas owed by requesting the service of their commander, Jabez Grimsley. Not everyone is afforded the opportunities they deserve in their home country. We are an ambitious nation, one that will make better use of skills. This is what our military needs. Let's see what the deal is with this dude. Command limit. I mean, Texas really can't speak back. Can't really talk back. Okay, okay, I know we haven't done much. This game is a bit of a long run. I mean, we will do the Fugitive Slave. A Slave by Ellie Augustus Friedrich Levet. Levet has escaped his estate and fled to a northern free state. Levet has demanded his return, but the ships are calling for the demands. We shall return. Free soil makes everyone free. So yeah, we're gonna do that. It's probably not smart to do that, but that is what we're gonna do. But we're also gonna save the game, and we're going to pick this up at a later date, as it is very late, and my computer is running really hot. So I'm happy, I'm happy for every view that I get, or I might not get, but we will see really what happens. I mean, I hope to make this might be a cool series, but the thing is this game is a lot slower than other strategy games and a lot less focused on conflict, which to some people it kind of dictates it as boring, but this is more of a, more focused on trying to make your nation greater. Like, right now we're ranked 6 on the Great Power scale, but really right now our goal should be to get up to like at least number 2 by the end of by 1936. So I mean, that's the hope, and I mean, maybe we can also pick up some trophies. So so hopefully we can pick this up, but we'll see. I mean, I might do a whole heap, a lot of videos, and just kind of like throw caution to the wind, but I'm not. I don't know. It could be. We never know what could happen and what couldn't. So I mean, let's. I guess we'll see where this goes, and hopefully I can. And hopefully, even if it is this game, I'll bring something back to the table a lot sooner than my last upload. So, but now we're on PC, so now we can do a bunch of new stuff. I mean, I have a decent sized game library, so and so yeah, I mean, we can see what happens. But yeah, everyone have a lovely day. And I hope to see y'all very soon. I hope to have a lot more fun days. Bye-bye.